regular Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
No.
Marilyn Romano. Are we recording?
We've been recording.
This is Marilyn Romano.
I hope you enjoyed the ambient noise album we recorded before this episode. But now that we've officially started the podcast, I think we all know how podcasts get famous now, and that is to just shit on all of your peers.
That's true.
So I would like you to what about the white independent comedy scene?
All right.
Let's just, you name names.
All right, man. So the thing about the indie scene, man, if you look at the people who headline in Star Bar,
they all
just got podcasts, man.
They all just got a podcast.
Trading appearances on their own
They ain't
shows.
no comedian. They curate their content. I curate my own content. But it's
running the local don't tell ain't a credit. Son, you dating a girl doesn't mean she can feature for you.
Yeah. That book wasn't that good.
That book was terrible. It's just read by people who don't read books.
A bunch of comedians liked your book. That's interesting.
Stop.
You wrote one about comedians.
Stop dyeing your hair blonde. If you're a boy, stop dyeing your hair blonde and leaving your roots showing. It makes me feel culturally irrelevant because I don't even get the reference.
Stavros, put a shirt on.
Put a shirt on.
I will buy you the shirt.
Quit getting dumb tattoos.
Why'd you piece your ear?
Now, sir, if you ask me, I don't have a dumb tattoo. That's my favorite is because it's just him ranting, and then that interview is so bad because it'll just be like,
well, imagine you're like
read any good books lately?
He's an ex-football player who is like not good at interviewing people, and then his interviewee just decides to rant.
I was thinking, I wonder if that was on purpose, because if Katt Williams I'll kind of want to just rant, and it's like I'll go on Andy Cohen. It's like, well, he's gonna time me. You know what I mean? I'll go on hot. It's like you can go on Hot Ones and do a 3-hour interview.
Yeah, no. Really savor every bite.
Yeah, you gotta go. It was the same thing with the Kanye Drink Champs, which Drink Champs is like a podcast people listen to, I guess.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like any more famous podcast would rein him in to some extent.
Exactly. Like, you have to have someone who accidentally has a big platform.
Yeah.
So you can go on there and yell for 3 hours and just have the other person just be confused, but you don't care about them.
No. That was Greg's. I listened to that whole 3-hour
You're
interview.
talking to everyone who's listening, not the person you're talking to.
Yeah.
Like, what they say does not matter.
I'm just using this, man. I sell tickets and I never put out a poster saying, please come to my show. I love that because that's so the way he was like, I don't put out posters begging people to come to my show, which is funny to imagine Kevin Hart's coming to town and his poster's like, please. It's him on bended knee. Please come to his show. I'm going to do a poster like that.
You should.
A tour poster.
That would be funny.
For the love of God, please come to
you
the show.
on stage, on a under a spotlight and just on your knees, just
I'm praying people show
with
up
the microphone in your hand. Just,
If you all don't show up, I'm not going to be able to keep doing comedy, man.
I've never played a comedy club in my life. I started in arenas.
Sir, I watch Emo Phillips. That was great. It was great to hear Katt Williams just comment on all of the comedy he does
Yeah.
Because people forget that Katt Williams is a comedy nerd.
Yeah.
Because no one's a comedy nerd anymore. In a way that's annoying to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't have peers that shows it. I can't go to an open mic and be doing references to saying, I can't be like, hey, why don't they move to where the food's at?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything to open micers now. But when I started, Ronan would be like, I get it and fuck you. Now even people who like me would be like, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's like the whole idea of every time you read any book by a writer who's writing a book about writing, they're like, you shouldn't just read shit you like.
Yeah.
You have to read shit you hate.
Yeah.
Like, you have to read stuff you do not enjoy. Like,
Sir, I studied Richard Jeni.
Yeah.
That's
They don't even know who that is.
No, that's literally a quote from the 80s. Richard Jeni was one of his name drops.
Yeah. Go ask fucking...
I would write down every Emo Phillips joke in my notebook.
Did he say that?
No, he didn't. That would be great.
That would be great.
I know every Stephen Wright joke, sir.
Mitch Hedberg. Yeah, I met him.
What do they mix with the... I can't remember the name.
T-ski.
What do they mix?
Genius.
What do they mix with the dehydrated water? Is that what it is? What's the Stephen Wright joke where he's like...
Oh, I don't know.
Larry King quotes it on an Anorum, but it's what's the shit where it's like milk and then you mix water? It's like a can and you mix water.
Dehydrated milk.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a Stephen Wright joke where he goes, I bought... For some reason I was going to do it as Katt Williams.
You should.
Yes, I will.
You should.
Sir, I bought dehydrated milk. I don't know what to mix it with. Or wait, I fucked up.
No, that makes sense. No, that's good. You didn't fuck it
Sir,
up.
I bought dehydrated water. I don't know what to mix it with. I've never been to prison.
10 felonies, no arrests.
I'm the king of jail.
It's like, well, you had to have gotten arrested to get a felony. Like, you were at least detained.
I'm gonna start telling
Katt.
people that I've been to prison and then correct them if they say jail. I've never been to jail.
I've never been to jail. Only prison.
It was great because I was like, man, I learned so much about the sequel to the Friday movies.
I put it in my contract he had to wear a dress. It's like, were you just talking about how that's bad for the black community? And now you're making it a contractual obligation for a black man?
Yeah, Katt Williams said that who was it? Was it Faith?
Something.
Ricky Smiley?
Ricky Smiley, yeah.
It was somebody who Katt Williams said that he put it in their contract that if they're in a movie together, they have to be wearing a dress.
After a long rant about...
Which, how? Huh? Like, go to a lawyer with that. Like, how'd you get that and get a contract?
Did Ricky sign that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Who is the co-signee besides Katt Williams?
Before you hire me, sir, you need to see this contract I have.
Yeah. All right, Steven Spielberg. If I'm going to be in Jaws 5, you got to put Ricky Smiley in a dress.
It's nuts.
If I'm going to do E.T. too, Ricky Smiley better be looking for Reese's Pieces in a dress.
It's only if they're in the same movie. Which is also great, because it's like, well, how often is that coming out?
He signed a deal with Hollywood.
Yeah.
From now on.
Yeah, like what?
Dr. Hollywood signed.
Doc Hollywood.
The Illuminati signed, which
Yeah.
Katt Williams was like, it's nice to finally meet you.
It's good to meet you, sir. It's good to meet you, ma'am. What does he call? What would he say if it was a female interview? Would he say ma'am?
He would say ma'am, yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess so.
He might say miss.
Miss.
Excuse me, miss.
He's so cold. You think with all those furs that he'd be warmer, but Katt Williams always
He
cold.
does look like he done been shivering for quite some time
I've
now.
gotta chill.
I've been cold for 45 goddamn years, and I ain't afraid to get warm again.
I follow all the young comedians, sir. That was great when he was like, because he kept saying he follows all the young comedians and he knows all of
Joe
them.
Parrott done talked me to sleep 9 times by now.
Yeah, but he did, because he truly, like, I mean, he didn't do this on purpose, but it was great for a guy like me, because he built anticipation, because he kept saying that and then not naming people. So then I was like, who's he going to name?
Is it me?
Yeah, well, there was...
Dan Alton. He put that condom on his shoulder and God damn it, I busted a rib.
Imagine if he's like, my favorite's Mandy McKelvey. The only comic good in Louisville, Kentucky. And I gotta be like, God damn it, Katt.
You know who I just can't stand is that Eric Kimbrough.
Oh, yeah. I just thought of it as if I interviewed Katt. I almost said I should have brought that up. I should have brought that up to him.
I've embodied Katt that well.
During our 3-hour interview. No, I was just I was drinking along too.
What do you mean? Oh,
well, because I was screen printing. When I screen print,
I've only had a sip. I've had less than you.
I've had less than you. It's like, yeah, but you're 2 foot tall. I also love at one point he says Kevin Hart's height. He goes 5'2", and then I googled it and it's like you got 3 inches on him.
Like, come on, man.
You're 5'5", pal. I've known Nick Cannon since he was a baby.
I fucked him.
I fucked Nick Cannon. No, he's never sucked anyone.
I ain't a homosexual. Why are they putting this in the movie, huh?
Oh, I love that.
Huh?
My only goal was to become the most successful comic and not have to suck anybody off. It's like, what age did you codify that as your goal?
I remember when I was 10 years old. I said, I ain't never going to suck no one off, and I'm going to be the best comedian in the goddamn world.
I had my stepmother make me a throw pillow with that etched onto it.
She hand-stitched it.
She hand-stitched it for Christmas.
I put it and I hung it on my wall.
Sir, I sleep. Sir, I sleep on a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
Sir, my water bed stays warm.
Also, I love it because it's like all of this. All these random black people on YouTube. I don't know anymore.
Yeah. All of a sudden he's going after Michael Blackson, and I'm like, oh, I forgot that's a person.
That was great that he went after Michael Blackson. No, but I just mean the host of the podcast. I don't know who Stephen Shea is.
Neither do I. I know he's a sports personality.
Well, I now know that he's a sport from Katt Williams.
Yeah.
But it's like, you're listening to this interview and then it's like, man, that's wild. Then you look up that person. For all I know, it's like he played 1 season of college football.
Yeah.
In 1992.
Yeah. And Katt Williams is like, let's step up out on the line and see who's the funnier comedian. We're
all cheerleaders. Let me ask you something. You ever get to flirt with one of the cheerleaders?
Let me ask you something. Do I clearly have a drug issue?
Joe Para.
Have I made this obvious yet?
He smokes marijuana.
There's no fucking way.
What do you think Katt's doing?
I think he's mentally ill.
Well, yeah,
sure.
that's what I was going to say. I don't think.
I think he's exacerbating that with something.
With smoking marijuana and cigarettes.
I don't.
That's great because at one point he's like, I always have marijuana and cigarettes on me. So if I get caught or if I get arrested 15 out of 15 times, I'm gonna have marijuana and cigarettes on me. And it's like, well,
what difference does that make?
Where does the cigarettes affect you?
And also, what does that mean? It's like, I want to add a crime onto whatever crime I'm doing.
No, that makes sense, because it's like, if you're Katt Williams and just a thing happens where the cops, like, interact with you.
Oh, you can just be like, I was high.
No, but if you have it on you, then that's like an arrest. Like, if I'm driving in a car.
Yeah.
And I've got.
Why does he want to get arrested?
No, he doesn't want to get arrested.
Okay.
He's saying that's one of the reasons he's gotten arrested over the past. Is because. No, I agree with him on that. So, like, if my mom's driving a car and her and I are driving equally recklessly or suspiciously or whatever, or just do something, or accidentally go down a runway, if a cop pulls us over and is like, hey, you went down the wrong runway, with me, he'll be like, your car smells like weed. And then he'll give me a weed charge.
Oh, okay.
So if you're Katt Williams and they're like, hey, you have a noise violation in your hotel room. Like, he's also...
Quit beating up that 12-year-old so loud.
He also has weed and cigarettes on him.
Oh.
Which goes to my point again. What does the cigarette... When are they like, we're pulling him over for speeding? Oh, my God.
Cigarettes?
Pack of Parliaments. You're going downtown.
Oh.
Hey, pal, it smells a little bit like Marlboro country in here.
Are you the Marlboro man?
I smoke Marlboro.
I smoke Marlboros all day long.
I wish I didn't smoke cigarettes, because now people can't tell if I'm Katt Williams.
When I talk
Or if I'm just a regular guy with a stoma.
So now that we're famous,
Now that we're famous, what was the I can't remember.
okay.
At the start, I had
Our
a
fame has
character that
ended.
I thought we could do. Then we got into cat talk.
Fame has ended.
Katt Williams.
Yeah, we're down a cat, and we're up a cat.
I chose my name because I loved cats and Robin Williams.
I like to improv too, and I'm small and sneaky.
I do improv and I steal jokes. Just kidding.
Just kidding. Oh, I stole that from Mark Norman. God damn it.
Joe Rogan's afraid of me.
Joe Rogan wants him on.
They should have a fight.
They
That'd be an awesome
They're
fight.
probably the same height.
Well, like, because also do Joe Rogan training and Katt Williams, like, sneaking, like, a knife. Into,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
I don't think nothing against Katt Williams, but I don't think he is the honor of an MMA fighter.
Yeah. Yeah. Katt Williams just like spits razor blades at him the moment the fight starts.
Katt Williams has another guy get Joe in a headlock.
Katt Williams has another guy put a weave on. His John Jones put a weave on.
Should I get a weave?
I think you should.
found
That's
one-
not a weave?
I found it. Yeah. Well, it is, but at this point, I consider it normal. There's people out there with weaves, and they don't want their friends to know, so they're just like, I'm thinking about getting a weave.
I work with our dishwasher. Always wore a weave.
Really?
And one day they just
That's
showed
disgusting.
up. One day they just showed up and they had a giant afro, and I was like, "Whoa!
Whoa.
You can't. You gotta ease me into this.
Yeah.
You can't go from smooth, silky hair to a giant afro in the course of 18 hours."
That does seem like a thing that a comedian should have done by now. Some shitty comedian, like Eric Andre or somebody.
Yeah.
It just come out on stage with a beautiful weave. Just a really full, luxurious, like a lion's mane.
I think Tyler, the Creator, does that. Doesn't he wear a weave?
Maybe.
He does.
That's great. And that would be awesome. Bert Kreischer coming. I would enjoy that. That'd be the first time I'd go, hell yeah.
Fuck you.
Bert Kreischer coming out with like a Farrah Fawcett hair. And then he's telling the audience to pull it. He's like, pull it.
Pull on it. Ow!
It's not a
Don't
wig.
touch my hair.
Yeah. Pull on it. It's not a wig.
Bert Kreischer
It's a
just on
weave.
stage just...
What was that?
I wanted the audience to hear that I was smacking at my head.
Why would he be smacking his head?
That's how you itch a weave.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
You can't actually itch at it. You gotta smack it.
Oh, I don't know none of that. How do you know so much about weaves?
I know, because I'm multicultural.
No, you're not. Just living closer to the wig store doesn't mean you're multicultural.
It is close.
It is close.
So many of the
Not
stores.
too far from the wig district.
Chris Rock has that whole like gun store, liquor store thing. It's more so the fact that every store I go to also sells wigs.
Yeah, that is true. It's unsettling to be buying vegetables from the place that has wigs.
I'm getting a frozen pizza and a Dr. Pepper, but I got to walk down the wig aisle to
Yeah.
get there.
And the wig aisle's scary. Because that could be where your cat's hiding out. Wild animal gets in the wig aisle, you got no idea.
I would love for the cat to show up again and somehow it has a weave.
Eric's lost a cat. And we're thinking it's going to come back, maybe with a weave.
Maybe with a weave.
What kind of weave would you want it to have? Do you think it'd be funny?
Dark red.
I was about to
Like
say.
that, like that, you know the color of the hair of the woman I'm talking about. That color red.
Why?
I just think it's funny.
With the bangs? Straight
Oh yeah,
across
straight bangs. Yeah. Straight bangs.
Do you think cats
And they're tripping on the weave constantly. That's why it's taking them so long to
Yeah.
get home.
Do you think a cat would look better with long hair of their hair color or different?
Different, because I think other cats are like, what the fuck kind of mutant is this thing?
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if like you're like a tabby and then you got an orange tabby and then you got jet black.
If it comes back, I'm gonna clean its edges up.
A cat with a mullet would be cool.
Cat with a what?
A mullet?
That would be cool.
Looking like Theo Von or Theo Von's fans. That's cool that Theo Von was like, I'm going to be famous, and all my fans have to get my hair cut.
They have to look just like me.
Everyone's getting my hair cut.
You're going to come around, stomp on my little patch of dirt.
You know, I often think about how women, there's like a thing now where like...
You think about women?
Sometimes.
Why?
Not often. I should take back the word often. No, but like, I feel like there's a thing now culturally where women are like, hey, you're like a cute girl who's 22. You should try to look the worst you possibly can.
Yeah.
Get like a face tattoo.
Yeah.
And like ask for the shittiest haircut.
Yeah, just do it yourself.
Say fuck
You
it
should
up.
do it yourself.
Google bad haircuts and then do them worse at home.
Google ugly women.
Yeah.
And then just do that, but worse.
And then intentionally like try to be like in worse shape than you naturally would be.
Yeah,
As
it's
like
like
a
you're
stick it
still.
to the man.
Why are you don't need to. Why the fillet of fish every morning? Well, that seems like a weird
And then you got
choice
the
for
opposite
breakfast.
end too, where it's like, hey, you can eat more than nuts.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
technically you're healthy, but the wind is
The wind.
like you trying to kiss you and the wind's blowing you away.
Yeah. I thought you were rejecting me the first 5 times I tried to make a move on you, but it turns out I was just breathing too hard and I knocked you over.
Like I'm trying to catch a little receipt that's blown away in the storm.
Shit, I dropped my napkin. Ah!
So I always think, I'm like, that's weird. That's like culturally it's led to this.
Some sort of uglyification project,
Yeah.
as Randy Newman put it.
Is that what he's put?
Yeah.
Is that when does he say that?
He says it on some song on Harps and Angels. I can't remember.
Randy Newman's like, and then on that song I was commenting on 18 to 22 year olds and how like if you go on like Tumblr or like he's like I mean I'm not on Tinder but I have a fake one to keep up with the culture.
I'm just trying to listen. I write songs from perspective. I have to know a lot of different people's views on life.
Randy Newman is a song about like guys queer baiting. And like Tumblr, like I keep saying.
Tried to slip in the bathroom stall the other day.
Yeah.
Fella locked the door. Thought he winked at me way across when he walked in the door.
That's pretty good, Randy Newman. It's just a song about Randy Newman trying to fuck a guy in the bathroom, but then that guy's like, "No, I'm just pretending to be gay."
Another man came in just to wash his hands. Dried him on his pants. Thought I might understand. I don't. Why can't I get some dick in the bathroom?
Whoa, it's lonely in the bathroom at the gay bar.
I reserved the handicap stall from 12 to 3, but I can't get no one to come in here with me.
You're loving this. What song are you doing?
The song that I'm thinking of.
I guess so.
That I can't remember the name of. Oh, man.
The gay bar bathroom just ain't what it used to be.
It ain't what it used to be.
Nah, man.
2023 is my old album. I'm here to promote it. Mark Maron.
It does a musical interview.
I think they're some of the best songs I ever done wrote. I took them down, recorded all the notes.
Bad blues guitar.
Mark Maron keeps trying to butt in.
Yeah.
Mark, I don't respect you as a player. I think you should stick to being a podcaster.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You're good at Randy. You really know Randy Newman's vibe. I was gonna do more simple. I was just gonna do "lonely" at the top and then force words into it. Yeah, but you got the vibe. You're like, he would do this kind of song, singing about being lonely at a gay bar because of most of the patrons just being straight guys there to meet bisexual women.
I got rejected. I wanted to put the Randy Newman portrait up in here, and Andrea said she didn't want it in the living room.
Why not? Because of the N-word thing?
She said, in spite of how much I like him for the N-word thing, I still...
In spite of how much I love Rednecks, and oddly that other song where he chooses...
Yeah, just drops it for some reason. That was a weird decision.
Yeah.
But...
I own that album on CD, and it's a fun when you're like on the road with a few hours to kill driving, and you're like, I guess I'll just put it on and try to catch when he says the N-word.
Yeah, no, the amount of times...
I don't remember what song it is.
The amount of times that Rednecks has come up on my CD player, and I'm on a red light with my window down smoking, I'm just like, bop,
boom,
bop, nope, no. We're not doing that. I don't feel like having to explain satire to someone punching me.
He's yelling out the window at a bus stop. No, it's Randy Newman.
You've got a friend in me. Beep.
He should do the Super Bowl halftime show.
Putin putting his pants on.
That would be awesome. Because you know Putin would watch it.
Oh, Putin's watching.
He's
watching. And that's why Randy's so ballsy.
Yeah. No, but I always feel like it's a lady thing that they're all trying to look bad.
Yeah.
And then, but then you think about the mullet, the male mullet.
That's definitely men
and then
making
you look
themselves.
At like my mustache.
Yeah.
We're currently wearing a belly sweater.
It's just a little small on me.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning back.
Maybe we're all, much like Sum 41 said, maybe we're all to blame. Maybe we're all to blame, Derek.
I think it's a sexy belly sweatshirt.
This is nice. I didn't say it.
Listen, I didn't say it was. I just said
over here wearing a wet blanket.
I just said I could see your belly.
Yeah. Hey, I'm wetter than the sidewalk. It's raining.
It's raining at the moment. There's a large bundle of snacks that Dan has yet to address or even ask about.
No, I'm excited. I got a little bit. It looks. I don't want to say anything about the economy, but it looks like airplane snacks are getting smaller. I feel like a year ago it'd be like these were bigger.
They were bigger. That's a different kind. It says mini on it.
Yeah, but why even so? No, I know it's not Dahlman's making smaller stroopwafels. It's the airplane ordering the mini stroopwafel.
I see. Now I see. All right.
Yeah, and I feel like in the past, this Biscoff would have been as big as a shoe.
It would have been. I'm a size 12. It'd be the size of my...
It would have been like a large yam.
I'm a size 12 in the pants.
Oh.
In the condom aisle.
Hey. In the condom aisle. I've always wanted to go to one of those Japanese condom stores.
Okay.
Where it's just a lot, like aisles of condoms, and they'll like do fittings for you. And like you try them on.
I want bespoke condoms.
They have a concierge.
I need a cocktailer.
You never been to one of those?
Not yet. I don't have the money yet. I'm doing okay financially though, so I think
you should plan a trip to Okinawa.
I bought a painting. I'm rich.
That's a painting?
There's paint on a thing.
On the other side? Just kidding.
It's abstract.
Abstract art. It's abstract. I wouldn't use the word art though. No, it's nice. It's lovely. It is nice.
I thought the colors would go good with the color on the wall.
What drew it to you? Oh, so the placement in the home.
The placement in the home, and there's also, we're not going to break down a painting on a podcast, but you can see that it's kind of a face. Like the big circle in the top left is the face. You can even kind of see where the mouth would be. And then if you look down where the neck would be, you can see where there's shoulders.
All right. Well, anyways.
I told you you shouldn't do that.
That's true. You think that's what abstract artists want?
Is for us to try and not make it abstract?
Is for us to be like,
wow, that's a really weird painting of a human's torso.
Is that supposed to be a tetherball? You're like, you got it.
Nailed it, buddy.
It's kids playing tetherball.
Someone did a magic trick for me yesterday.
Really?
The magician was there.
What?
The magician that comes to the restaurant I work at.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned this before. So he is like, it's like having tableside like music?
Yes. He comes up and he works for tips and he does magic
Your
tricks.
restaurant doesn't shoo him away with a broom?
He's invited there.
That is crazy.
People do fucking love it. I'm gonna be honest.
Is your owner like insane? Like, does he think it's like the 50s? You're right. She? That's what happened. She was like a 20-year-old who married a 70-year-old restaurateur.
Not at all.
And on his deathbed, he was like,
magic always.
You can't change a thing about the establishment. Dames come in the coats and the fellas with the hat. And then now that lady's 70.
Yeah.
So she's keeping the traditions of the 40s.
She's keeping the traditions alive. A magic man at your table.
Yeah, it's like how that one president has like a grandson who's still alive.
Yeah.
He always...
Or like how what was
That's
it? Like,
a terrifying piece of
trivia.
trivia.
It was like 1998 when the last Civil War fucking
veteran.
Beneficiary,
Or
not
beneficiary,
veteran. Died.
That's a terrifying trivia fact. That one where it's the president who's like, I think it's Tyler. They're like, Tyler has a grandchild still alive. And you're like, that's crazy. And then you look at it and you're like, because when he was 90, he fucked a 17-year-old.
Fucked the child.
And then that kid fucked a 17-year-old when it was 90.
Yeah.
And then that kid.
And that kid is around.
Yeah. It's like, Jesus.
Right here.
And that kid hasn't killed himself yet for being a weird meme trivia fact.
But he did a trick for me. He did a card trick because it was very slow last night. So
it's gotta be slow. He's doing it for the. Do you guys tip him?
No, they tip him. The customers.
No, I know. I meant like when he's doing the card. Like if it's a slow night, are you guys like, dude, that was awesome. Here's $1.
No, I've never done that.
Interesting.
Well, he told me that he's gonna quit his day job soon because he's making so much money as a magician. No, he doesn't have
I'm just
merch.
picturing it like when I do shows where it's like there's not a lot of people, and then like the bartender and the door guy. Like, that was awesome.
That was fun, man.
We normally don't get to watch the show. This is great. And then it's like the door guy's wearing my T-shirt next time I come to town. And I'm just picturing that for you guys. It's like
I'm wearing his stupid fedora.
It's a slow night.
Buy a fedora from him.
I'll buy one of your branded fedoras. When you're doing at home 3-ring combining sets.
He's got the ring trick.
Man.
But he was...
Are people ever waiting to bring food to the table? And they've got like
Do you think he doesn't have a joke ready for that?
Wow, so he's like good. So he mid-trick can be like, pasta's coming.
No, what he does is I stole his joke one time. I felt like a jerk.
Wow.
Because he did it to me enough times that I decided I was just going to cut him off at the knee and just do it myself.
You just walk by and you go, the rings have a latch in them.
No. No, I was dropping off food at a table and I went, look, he's already done his first trick. He's made the food magically appear. Because that's the joke he always makes when you're dropping off food. That is a pretty good joke. And I just did it and just like, fuck you, magic man. Yeah. You don't get, I'm taking the laugh on this one.
I love soft comedy. Like stuff like that where you're like, that's great. Like no laugh, but you go, that's great. I hate bad comedy, but I love soft comedy. No, that's a great joke. Hey, made the food magically appear.
Yeah, no, it's a good joke. That's why I stole it.
You could even do it. If you miss that on a table, you could do, hey, you guys want to see a magic trick? I see you guys already did one. There used to be food over here. Where'd it go? I saw him bring out messy plates 10 minutes ago. Now they're completely clean.
Whoa, I didn't know you were a magician.
Abracadabra.
You made all your food magically disappear.
Abracadabra, you fat motherfucker.
Fuck you. I can dump their empty plate into their lap.
And make it disappear too, you fat ass.
Oh, you want more Diet Coke?
And then as you say
Tubby?
that, the server brings their to-go boxes. And you're like, oh, never mind. I thought you ate it all.
Sorry. I didn't realize Sierra boxed that up for you.
Anyways, the Pharaoh's string. And he pulls out some sort of string.
But he was doing a trick for me. Because he was like, I don't think I've ever done one for you. And I was like, no. And he does a card trick. He's like,
he takes you into
he takes me into the bathroom. All of a sudden, I'm living Randy Newman's dream.
Yeah.
But now he does like, he's like, I'm gonna like just flip the deck and you just pick one out, you know. And I was like, okay. And I grabbed one and I put it back there. And he was like, all right, I'll shuffle it up. You can shuffle it too. Shuffle it up, and he goes, all right, so I think he's like, I'm going to cut the deck like this. He cuts it into like 3 things and then puts one back on top, and he flips it over, and he's like, is that your card? And I was like, I wish I could say that was my card.
Oh, you were that guy?
I was like, that it's not my card.
Oh,
But it
was
wasn't.
wrong.
It really
okay,
wasn't
was
my
wrong.
card. Like,
I thought you were the classic, oh, I forgot the card.
no. It
I'm
just
so
really...
excited to be part of a magic trick. That
I'm so hyped up right now.
I botched my hat.
It's like those moms who can lift up a car.
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now. But I was like, I'm sorry, that's like not my card. He was like, okay, that's fine, you know. And he opens up his little suitcase thing and he pulls out this thing. He's like, I have a thing. It's the magician's insurance policy. We're guaranteed a second chance. And he's like, you can read it right here. And it's this thing that he pulls out and it's super long.
Yeah.
You know? So,
but your card is mentioned.
and he was like, all right, so we're going to try one more time. And he was like, is this your card? And I was like, I said yes. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, what? No, it's not. I'm uncomfortable.
No, he was in complete control, I bet.
And then he was like, he took his thing and he opened it up and it had a giant picture of my card.
Yeah.
Good trick.
That's a pretty good trick.
Pretty good trick.
And then you were like, you had such little faith in him. At every step of the way, you were like, sure.
Pretty much.
He's like, fucking go along with the thing. Come on.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I had to go along with the bit.
Yeah.
It was like a crowd work where someone is like, what do you do for a living? My mom just died.
Yeah. All right, here's the improv scene. We're at the bank. I'm the teller. I'm also the teller. Okay.
I suppose we're arguing about the branch manager. I like the branch manager.
No, I'm at lunch.
No, I'm across the street at Qdoba.
My guy's at lunch. My guy.
Wait, you're a man?
It's like you have like a third person. You're doing improv, but not as a first person, as like a third person. Like
no, this guy wouldn't do that.
Like you're playing with action figures that are yourself.
I mean, isn't that
and
essentially...
then my guy goes... Pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
And then my guy would say something like this.
My guy would say, you've got bad aim, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, my guy would say, why don't you check your head?
Check your head.
And then blood drips down into his eye, and it looks real cool.
You know, it would be great if that guy ever do like his trick. You guys ever combine it where it's like, hey, this couple ordered dessert, and I see you aren't doing any magic right now. Do you want to do your classic card in the cake trick?
Would you like to put this in a piece of cheesecake?
All
Fold
right.
it up?
Now that you're working bakery here at the Italian restaurant Eric works at, I know that you know how to make cakes, but you gotta remember to put a little slit in the middle in case the magician.
So the magician, if he decides to show up this Monday, he's gonna need that slit.
And otherwise, that part will be dry. It'll just be a dry part of the cake.
Dry, empty cake.
They'll be eating it, and then they'll be like, why is there an X in the middle of it? That would be cool. You're like, the guy's like, damn, I legitimately don't know what happened to your card. I'm sorry. Oh, your food's here. And then they cut open their baked potato, and they're like, "Oh my god!
Oh my god!" I don't know why I'm running their card before they're eating, but
why are you running their card? No, not that card.
Oh,
no. The magician's doing the "Is this your card?"
Yeah, okay.
And the couple doesn't recognize any of that. He keeps getting it wrong and frustrated.
And
He's like, I just don't know what happened to your card. He goes through the whole deck.
Yeah, and then
The whole deck, they're like, no, it's not in there. And he's like, I must have lost it. Well, anyways, here's your baked potato.
Is that the 9 of spades in there?
Yeah. How they reseal the peel? Is that what it's called? Potato peel? Shell?
Potato skin.
Skin. How they reseal the skin? I was confused because you peel it.
It's true.
They should say skin
They skin it. I skinned a potato. I already skinned the potatoes if you just want to get them in the hot water.
Yeah. I peel my eyes when I look for something.
Oh.
You ever peel a kiwi? People don't know you can do that. People don't know what to do.
I don't think I've ever eaten a kiwi.
I know. I'm sitting over here like the king of the fruit.
I'm afraid it's like mangoes. It's
what?
Gonna taste like gasoline.
No, that is a problem sometimes. Then I'm eating a mango and you're like, damn, am I on a beach or a fucking Mobile? Try to Sunoco or under the sun.
Was this kiwi on the Exxon Valdez?
Yeah. No, kiwi's good. The problem with kiwi is you go, that tastes like candy.
And then you eat a bunch of them.
And then you eat a bunch of them, and then you're like, well, that was $13.
Who doesn't skin a kiwi, by the way?
You can cut them in half.
Furry.
You can cut them in half and scoop out the insides with a spoon.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? That's still skinning it.
I guess you're right, but not real. I mean...
If I pushed my tongue really hard and ripped the skin off the side of my face, I skinned myself.
No. You're scooping it out and eating it like a grapefruit.
No, I understand what you mean.
Have it. You have it.
You have
I'm
it.
I'm trying to have it.
You have it, then you have it.
I'm trying to have a whole grapefruit. What do you mean? I don't even know.
I don't know anymore.
Morning, pal.
Dude, it's 9:30.
Give me my grapefruit.
I'm a little slap happy. I'll admit it.
I had sex last night.
I'm still laughing about a dream I was having.
Yeah.
I had a dream that I invented shepherd's pie, but I added red pepper.
Whoa.
I did have that dream last night.
Was it good?
It tasted very good in the dream.
You should try it. You should follow your dreams.
I didn't add peas. I replaced peas with red peppers.
Interesting. Yeah, you should try that.
Probably good.
Yeah. Dreams.
Welcome to the splendid table.
Yeah. Dreams are fun.
Should we do some reading?
Werner Herzog, every man for himself and God against all. What the fuck?
This is his newest memoir.
Even his title was overly long with a depressing ending.
Oh, I opened it right to the story of him telling the story of stealing the camera that he always tells.
He stole a camera to make his movie.
It was not shoplifting. From Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, he needed the camera.
Yeah, he thought that it was better if he took it.
It is better. It's better if I take this.
It's better.
That's like something.
You can say that about literally anything.
It's like something a TikToker would do, and then someone on Reddit would share it, going, "TikTokers are ruining the world." No, it's better if I have this.
Yeah.
Sir, put back those pop chips. No, it's better if I.
All
have
I know
this.
is hot chip and lie.
Oh yeah. Sir, put that back. No, it's better if I have this.
Just leave it in the wig section.
I'm gonna say that if anyone ever approaches me, I'm gonna say it quietly to them.
Yeah.
Like this, I stole this jacket, and like I'm pulling it out of the package, putting it on, and someone goes, "Sir," and I just go, "It's better if I have this." And then they'll think I'm like from the future or like I know something.
Yeah. Or you're just a crazy person.
Either way, they're gonna be like, "I don't want paperwork. I don't want this guy's paperwork. This guy's gonna put yes please next to fucking address."
Yeah. It's like, I get it, But
address, yes, please.
Is he asking for my address? Is this a take on the sex thing?
Does he want an address?
Does he want to live somewhere?
Does he think an address equals a home?
What angle is he coming at this from?
Yes, please. Name? Yes, please. I'm an abandoned orphan.
It's like a 20-sided die.
A Rorschach test. Rorschach. They call me the Rorschach of comedy. And the Jeffrey Epstein.
You're not trapped in the audience with me.
Is that what Rorschach says? I don't actually know that character.
You never read The Watchmen?
No, I saw the movie.
Do you know who watches them?
Who?
No one.
Really?
That's the problem.
Yeah, that does sound like a problem. They should have like a checks and
balances. So they had to
balances.
put a big squid in New York City.
Why?
What
does the squid do?
It's crazy.
They should have put it in
No, Al Moore was like, I don't know how they were going to end the Cold War, so I figured if I just slammed a giant squid down in the middle of Manhattan, everyone would kind of just like focus on that, and they wouldn't think about nuclear bombs anymore.
Oh, okay.
He's like, that's, I think, the only way that would settle the Cold War.
So the squid's like a problem?
Yeah, it was a giant squid in the middle of Manhattan.
Is it floating or did it fall?
It fell.
Oh, so it crushed stuff.
It's killed some stuff, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's not benevolent? Yeah.
It's bad.
It's malevolent.
It's like alive?
It's maleficent.
It's maleficent. It's malnutritious.
That's the first M in MILF for me.
What?
Maleficence I'd like to fuck.
You know,
I'll take the cartoon one or Angelina Jolie.
I actually invented the word MILF. There's something I read the other day where someone claimed to have invented the word MILF.
That's not a person.
They were like, I've been saying it since the 90s.
That's like when people try and say that they claim that they like were the
I tried to figure out what this was, and it was a Pornhub comment. I'm like,
nice.
Someone said it in... No, I don't think it was. It was someone's Wikipedia page.
Pornhub comments are great.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they're awesome. Any porn comment section is amazing.
I was just trying to set you up to do a stand-up comedy special from 2010.
Comedy Central presents.
They should have more stand-up specials should be like that, where the comics like...
Imagine it's 2009.
No. I mean, that would be great, too. Someone's just like, dating's weird, right? And then it cuts to the audience, and they go, yes. And they go back to the comic, and then they do the bit.
Yes. Everyone at once. Yes.
Can I tell you about my family? Can I talk about my family? Yes.
You may.
Okay, so anyway.
Let me tell you about my mother. Okay.
Okay. Do it, Tom. It's Tom Segura.
She's so crazy. Don't talk about your mother like that.
Don't say that. How crazy is she?
How crazy is she?
How crazy is she?
I was going to talk about that.
Oh, okay. I'm so fat that my doctor told me that if I don't lose weight, I'm at the risk of heart disease and high cholesterol.
Expected a joke?
He's not a comedian. He's my
cardiologist.
What a classic. Norm Macdonald. I saw a very funny... this is useless for the podcast, but I saw it was a Reddit post where someone said, this, I think, is the only moment of Norm genuinely breaking character on the podcast, and it's beautiful that it's from Adam Egget making a joke. And then I was like, oh, I don't know what moment this is going to be. And then I click it, and it's Adam Egget doing like a dumb joke, and then Norm going for like 10 seconds and like doing a dumb giddy laugh. But whoever posted that was very funny. That was good. You got me.
Oh.
I enjoyed your post. I enjoy your
posts.
No, sometimes I say that to people. This is funny, man, these snacks. What are you looking at? You look like you're looking at a thing.
I pulled up the local news.
You pulled up Allison Brie nude again?
No, I turned that off. didn't want to even have the temptation in my mind anymore.
Pre-podcast, Eric, his girlfriend, and I had a fun Allison Brie convo.
It is recorded, but I don't know how much of it is audible.
Boy, howdy, between me and Andrea, we know a lot about Allison Brie. Andrea seemed enthused. I seem like someone who regrettably knows about Allison Brie, which is how I feel.
Oh, I wish I had never seen Allison Brie naked. Really? I loved it.
By the time she was doing that, I was over it. You know what I mean?
Oh. There's no good headlines.
No good headlines these days. That's good, though.
That is good.
That's good news.
Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb to deliver 2024 State of the State address.
State of the state.
What's the state of the state?
Hey, what address is the State of the State address at?
Yes, please.
Yeah, hey, the state of the address. Where's it located? What's next? The city? The state of the city? The State of the City address.
Louisville's new lobbying law requires specific details from those currying influence.
You think the lobbying
that
law...
rarely happens.
You think the lobbying law would require like no wet shoes, or like you got to sign in and sign out?
What is this? What are you, the head of the doorman union or something?
Yeah, lobbying. Lobbying.
Do you deal with mailmen or what's going on?
You know, there should be some sort of comedy challenge where all of the all the like late show people have to do the same batch of like 20 news stories.
They just send everyone.
And then we could do those.
10 headlines.
That'd be fun. And then we could see if we're better.
All right. Well,
because maybe we're just worse at finding news. Maybe they're better at finding the news.
First look, Publix making final preps to open first Kentucky store in East Louisville.
What?
Final preps. What are they hiring a bunch of gay guys?
I was about to say final prep. If you're using prep right, you got a long future.
Yeah, you got a bright future ahead of you.
Kentucky prep, and meanwhile I can't even get fucking health care for my straight penis. It's too straight, and my balls are gone. Someone sucked them off.
There's a drug bust that nets 2 arrests and pounds of marijuana and psychedelic mushrooms in Jeffersontown. So far, Jefferson has said it's not his.
Wait, they netted all that? And no, they didn't get a fish or a boot also in the net when they netted all of that? They netted all of those drugs.
They didn't get any unexploded dynamite or gold doubloons.
You'd think they'd be wet, so it would be irrelevant. Who needs all that wet drugs?
Is the dog catcher you brought with you getting a Medal of Honor?
They netted it. What is it, a butterfly on a beautiful day in Zelda? I like in Zelda you can catch butterflies.
Never played a single Zelda game.
What? Dude, that's what you got to get into.
No, I already got Halo, man.
What? Ugh. Don't drink your Mountain Dew.
Attorney for one of 3 men charged in Crystal Rogers' case says his only involvement was taking object from her car.
So are the other 2 just not having attorneys?
The
other 2.
So the other 2 have no legal representation.
The other 2 are just going rogue.
The other two haven't said a word in months.
Yeah. I'm only representing the innocent one.
Says his only involvement was taking object from her car. And also, I'm a pussy.
Hey. All he did, that's got to be a fun thing as a lawyer, is where you're like, all he did was steal her radio. Who amongst us hasn't taken a radio?
Who has not? We've all checked unlocked doors for GPS units.
Yeah.
Remember,
Everybody.
2007?
But my client did not murder this woman.
The fact that her dead body was found there is a disturbing coincidence even for him.
Look.
What if she'd had her GPS?
When
maybe she could have drove away.
in Les Miserables, he steals a loaf of bread to feed
And
his
everybody
family.
loves Hugh Jackman.
Everybody loves Hugh Jackman.
Most
Everybody loves him.
most famous gay man in America.
He's pretty gay. His wife can't. She signed that NDA.
Video of 73-year-old boarded up inside his apartment sparks investigation. The first place they looked, Chris Chan's house.
Why? Just chain keeping mummies?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. Is his mom still alive?
Now, wait, what? So, what was the age of the person?
73.
73-year-old had this to say: "Damn it! Now I'll never get to Egyptian heaven."
Wanted to meet.
I wanted to cross the river.
I was trying to meet Exodia or whatever the fuck.
You're just talking about Halo.
Michigan overpowers Washington. It's a whole state against Mr. Washington.
The glove. They crushed him in their glove. They hold Washington in the palm of their hand. What is it? The Bay of Michigan?
Bay of Pigs?
What is the water in the hand? Huron?
Superior.
I think Superior might be up north.
I have no
I don't
idea
know
where any of them are.
I always confuse where Lake Michigan.
Where's Lake Erie? That's in
that's
Chicago.
That's the Cleveland one.
Is it?
Yeah, Lake Erie's the one.
Not
that's
the Cuyahoga?
Cleveland, Detroit. Cuyahoga's a river that leads into Lake Erie.
Okay.
No, Erie's the one that's Cleveland and Detroit, and then like Erie, Pennsylvania, and then like Niagara Falls.
Why'd they name it that?
I think it's the Irish thing, whatever the Irish shit is. Because Erie, I know that because of Luck of the Irish, the Disney Channel original movie.
That was a great movie.
It was, and that boy's like, "Oh, my family's from Erie," and then there's some twist at the end where the leprechaun's like, "If I lose,
I can play basketball too."
No, the bad leprechaun's like, they're like, "You'll have to be banished to the land of Erie," and then he's like, "Oh, that's not a punishment. I love Ireland." And then at the end, they're like, "No, Erie, Pennsylvania." And then he's like, "No, the Midwest is a shithole." And as a kid, I was like, "Hell yeah!"
You weren't in the Midwest. You lived in Canada.
I did. I lived in Lower Canada. I'm in like the New Mexico.
Yeah, you were in. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I'm eating gravy.
They should have called Cleveland New Canada.
Do you guys have gravy for my fries? I grew up in Cleveland.
Sorry, I grew up in Cleveland. I need some gravy.
Hey, what's this new Machine Gun Kelly all about?
Did Katt Williams go after Machine Gun Kelly at
Drew
all?
Carey, eh?
Did he go after Drew Carey?
No, he didn't. He had the smarts not to. Hey, at one point, I love how they're like, "Kat, what's your favorite city you've ever been?" He went, "The one I'm going to next." And it's like Katt Williams is like, "I'm gonna throw everyone under the bus, but not my fans."
Yeah, that's a
the
good
place
thing.
they live.
He's an honorable man.
Oh, no, also he's like, P. Diddy says he works hard. My gardener works hard. That is great. It's like, I love Katt Williams.
He's like, I was at the same meeting as Ludacris. One of us had to join the Illuminati. And that's why he don't got no more sideburns, and he got that light-skinned bitch he's married to.
Yeah.
It's like, they gave him $200 million.
No, they do. 2024 is going to be 2024.
Dan, are you confirming that the Illuminati is real and malevolent?
I think everything, that malevolent is the issue. Because at the end of the day, for all we know, these elites that run everything are actually trying to protect us from things that are like smarter than we, like maybe the devil's trying to take over the world.
Yeah.
And Marina Abramovich is like, if I don't give everyone blood, then they're going to take over.
I think it's much more simple. It's just like any other workplace. Like there's always the person that you really wish you didn't have to work with. So the person that hired you and makes the schedule gives her shittier and shittier shifts until she just quits. And it's like, yeah, that's why Katt Williams isn't in like major shit.
Yeah.
Because they don't like him for whatever reason. And there's a lot of reasons to not like someone.
I'm going to be at the Yum Center.
Yeah, there's no reason. I mean, and also how hard is he pursuing it when he knows how much money he can make just doing stand-up? How much of his heart is really in, like, trying to make that happen?
You're trying to wait around to maybe be in a thing.
It's like no one's kicking him out. They don't want to work with him.
You want an Emmy for Atlanta.
Yeah.
For the whole city.
Good for you. The whole city got it. He cut it up into 100 million pieces.
He put it into some lemon pepper seasoning. And the whole town got a bite.
Everyone, when they get their wings from their fucking gas station that they tell you has the best food in town.
Everybody gets a taste of fame. Man, Atlanta has the best food. Where should I go?
15 minutes of fame. How about 15 bites of fame?
What's the best place in Atlanta to get food? A gas station.
A place I go when I'm blacked out.
There's a blacked out place by my house. There's a place I go when I'm blacked out. I can only get there if I'm blacked out on cocaine.
I don't know how to get there unless I'm drunk.
No, Atlanta, I'm sure, is a lovely place.
Sure.
Who knows? It's all whatever. I'm going to Charlotte, which I haven't been to Charlotte since we went to Charlotte. And I remember Charlotte sucking. Remember, it was like whack. We were both like, this place sucks.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, Charlotte's great. So let's see.
When are you going?
I guess not till like May.
That's a perfect time.
February. I'm going late February.
February.
I confused 2 and 5.
February 3rd?
No.
February 8th?
25th, I believe.
February 25th at the
Queen City.
At the Queen City.
No, that's just the nickname for Charlotte.
Okay.
I don't know the name of the venue.
Follow Stavros Halkis on Instagram.
You can watch us at Twitch/cool video games and pop culture. You can check out our new podcast, Girls with Cleavage, who play video games on Twitch.
Tits and Halo.
Tits and Halo. That'd be a great podcast.
It's my girlfriend's new podcast.
2 tits and a halo.
Wears a low-cut shirt.
It's 2 tits and a halo, and it's a good Christian boy, and then a lady with big old cans.
There you go.
and then he's always like, put those away.
I'm a good Christian boy.
Are you now?
Oh, of course.
Nah, Christian boys wouldn't say that. They go, I'm trying. Every day is a struggle, man.
It's hard. With God.
Another step on the path.
Actually, things have gotten a lot harder since I started believing in God. And now I kind of expect order in my life. This is weird.
This is bizarre. Well, when you believe in God, you must also believe in Satan. And then you see the true evil of the world.
Yeah.
But hey, man, Satan can't create anything. Not even blessings for his own people.
Katt Williams, 2024.